Jai Gurudev to all of you. Today we start the new topic of area under the curve. Now we have a more type of curve which we want to find their area. Like that, first is a y equals to fx. If the shape of the curve is that, so we can divide the strips. Rectangular strip. Sum of the area are added. Either the sum of the area are deducted. So no change on effect on total area. That's why we can define a rectangular strip. So that is a rectangular strip. That is the area of the one strip. So we can add all these rectangular area. So we get the total area of that curve. For that, that is the x-axis. So that is the smaller area, that is called dx. That is the y-axis parallel to the y-axis, so that is called the y. So the length is y and the breadth is dx. So the area of that rectangular shape is length into breadth, that is y into dx. And the curve is extend x equals to a to x equals to b. So we can integrate with x equals to a to b y dx. Y is the length and dx is a breadth. That is the breadth is smaller, that is called dx, and that is called y. So the one of the area is y into dx. So the total area, so we can integrate them, and that area extended x equals to a to x equals to b. So that is the area of the curve x equal a to b y dx, whereas y is a function of x. Now the second shape of the curve is x equals to fy. If the curve defined at x is a function of y, so that's the shape of the curve. So we can make a strip of rectangular strip in the direction horizontal line. So that is the length is parallel to the y-axis, smaller length, that is called dy. That is a breadth, okay, that is called x, parallel to x-axis, that is called x. Length into breadth, x into dy, is the one of the area of the rectangular shape. So we have divided so many rectangular here, so we can integrate them, and that the function extended at y equals to a to b, because that is on the y-axis. So the total area is y is equals to a to b, x dy, whereas x is a function of y. So remember it, we can integrate them y dx. Okay, y is a function of x. So we are taking the limit of x, so differentiate with respect to x. If we are taking the limit of y, so we can differentiate with respect to y. And that having a x dy, x is a function of y. Next shape is that if the curve change their meaning at any point, like that C. If the curve extended a to b, and at that point C, sum of the part is positive and sum of the part is negative. Area shows the total part, okay, and total part are added. That's why we can integrate them a to c, because in that section the curve having a positive value, in that section c to b curve having a negative value, so we are taking the mod of it. So we break the limit at any point where the curve it change their meaning. So the total area is x equals to a to c y dx if that curve is y is equals to fx, continuous in a closed interval a to b. Okay, that's why we are taking x equals to a to c y dx plus c to b, they having a negative side, so we are taking the mod of it. Mod gives the values positive. Integration x equals to c to b y dx. So that is the values of total area. If the curve changing at any point their meaning, so we can break the limit at any point. Next section is that if the two curves are intersected each other, like that y1 equals to f1x and that is the y2 equals to f2x. First of all, we have to find their intersection point, like that is a point on the x-axis is a, that is a point on the x-axis is b. So that is the curve extended a to b. Okay, so we are taking the area as a to b y2 minus y1 mod of it. Either we can take y1 minus y2 mod of it, mod gives the value is positive. So if the two curves are intersected to each other, first of all we have to calculate their intersection point and then integrate with them a to b, first function minus second function and taking the mod. Either the second function minus first function taking their mod. That is the four types of the curve they behave it and how we get their area. First question, find the area of y square equals to 4ax and its lattice rectum. That is a curve is a parabola. We know that what is the meaning of the latus rectum. Latus rectum is the line which passes through the foci and perpendicular to the axis. That is a shape. In class 11 we learn it. That is the shape of y square equals to 4x. That is the vertex 0 0. That is the focus a0. The line joining by the vertex and focus. The line joining by the vertex and focus are called the axis. That is the axis. The line joining the vertex and focus is called the axis. So that is the axis. The line passes through the foci and perpendicular to the axis is called a latus rectum. Repeat again. The line passes through the foci and perpendicular to the axis is called their latus rectum. So that is the shape y square equals to 4x. That is the latus rectum. So the area bounded by that curve and the line is that. So we want to find the area. Required area is O L dash L O. Total area O L dash L A. That is the required area. We are calculating it 2 times of area of O A L O. That is the required area 2 times of O A L O. 2 times means we are taking that area same as it is that area. So we are taking the upper area and multiplying by 2. That is the total area. So 2 times area of O A L O. And the curve extended at x equals to 0 to a because the focus is a. So 0 to a. So the required area 2 times x equals to 0 to a y dx. If we are taking the limit as x, so we differentiate integrate with that x. And if we are taking the dx, so we are taking the y. And y is a function of x. So what is the function of x? Y square equals to 4x. Y is equals to root 4ax. That meaning is 2 times root a root x. So that is the value of y 2 times root a root x. 0 to a same, 2 times same, that is the required area. Now that is 2 to the 4 root a constant out of that integration. So we get 0 to a x to the power half dx. Integral of x to the power half is x to the power 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2. Now that is 2 by 3. 2 into 4, 8 by 3. A to the power half same. Now we put the upper limit a to the power 3 by 2 minus 0. So we get a to the power 3 by 2. Base are same, power is added. So that is a square. So the required answer is 8 by 3 a square square unit. That is the behavior of the definite integration. We know that how we can solve it. So the final answer is 8 by 3 a square unit. Same as it is if the question is that find the area bounded by the curve y square equals 4x and latus rectum and x-axis. Here the new word is included x-axis. So that is again that is y-axis, that is x-axis. Okay. That is the shape of y square equals to 4ax. That is the shape of y square equals to 4ax. So the latus rectum is a line passing through the foci perpendicular to the axis. That is the line. And also it is given that the x-axis. So the required area only is that area. Required area is OSLO. Required area OSLO. Okay. So how we calculating it? That the curve is extended at x equals to 0 to x equals to a. X equals to 0 to x equals to a y dx. Same as it is, y value is root 4x. Same as it is, we are solving it. So we get 2 times root a root x. That is 2 times root a root x. Root x is half. We are putting it, integrating it. X to the power 3 by 2, 3 by 2. That will be changes 2 by 3, 2 to the 4 by 3. Okay. 2a to the power half. 2 by 3, x to the power 3 by 2 because we are putting upper limit a to the power 3 by 2 minus 0. So we get a to the power 3 by 3, that is 4 by 3 a square unit. In previous question we get their answer 8 by 3 a square unit. But in that question we are getting 4 by 3 a square unit. Because here is a new word is x-axis are included. In previous question the curve not bounded by the x-axis, so the line goes to that portion. But if we are including the x-axis, so the line doesn't pass through the x-axis. Okay, so the required area is 2 times of that. Here only the required area is that. It is clear to all of you? That is the important point. If the curve including the x-axis, so the line doesn't pass away the x-axis. Okay.